everybody, welcome back to Monday with Molly. I'm Andrew Kosselman here with Molly Dean and the Molly Dean team, talking a little bit about the mortgage process as we do every single week. Except this week, I wanted to go right before the mortgage process.
Okay.
We talk a lot about why somebody should get pre-approved, so
Okay.
we've covered that pretty heavily. But today I wanted to talk about some of the reasons people hesitate or think maybe it's not time to apply, right?
Okay.
So let's start out real basic. What do I need just to apply for a pre-approval?
Really nothing but about 6 pieces of information.
Okay.
Basic information. How much do you make? How much do you want to spend? What's your date of birth? What's your social? Where do you live?
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Pretty
Okay,
simple.
so I don't need a whole packet of documents to hand you to. Now, you might need that from me to dig into the pre-approval a little
Correct.
bit, but just to apply, it's really a conversation to start.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So some common misconceptions that we hear that are really kind of frustrating for us that we have to overcome. Why might I not apply? Or what are things you hear that may stop me from applying?
The biggest thing is people are afraid that a credit inquiry is going to super negatively impact their credit score.
Right.
And the biggest thing that I find myself doing when people are applying is coaching against that. A credit inquiry is very little impact on a total credit score. A missed payment or a maxed out credit card, way more dramatic than an inquiry.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, after we do inquire, we may be able to benefit that borrower by saying, hey, pay down this small credit card, your
Right.
credit score could go up, as we're starting to pair them to the programs.
Right.
So an inquiry is very minimal hit.
Like with anything else, if you are constantly inquiring over and over the course of time, that can negatively
It
affect you.
can, but
Yeah.
but for a mortgage, we're allowed multiple pulls.
Correct.
You're actually encouraged to shop for a mortgage.
That is correct. A lot of people don't know that. Okay, so that's one reason that somebody might hesitate. So you overcome that. Another big one I hear is I don't quite have the money saved up that I think I need for this transaction, so I don't want to apply yet. Why is that sometimes a mistake?
Well, because again, we can build the program behind the scenes.
Right.
Maybe they qualify for a program that is less money down than they realize, and maybe they have a bonus coming in 2 weeks or something. We don't need that now. We just need to talk about the program that you want and build behind that.
Right.
So you can start saving the proper amount of money, saving the closing costs, or maybe you don't need any of it because you qualify for a down payment assistance program that you didn't know existed.
Right, and so that's kind of one of those things where we talk about just because maybe we're not ready to quite give you that pre-approval yet, doesn't mean you shouldn't apply.
Correct.
Because
Correct.
I may not know that I need maybe 3% down instead of what I thought 10% down or 20% down, right?
Mhm.
So that's another big one that I hear. Okay, not to just walk you right into this one, but I'm switching jobs, so I don't want to apply for a home loan yet.
Totally fine. It's absolutely fine. If you're switching jobs, you should receive an offer letter, which will tell us what your income's going to be and stuff like that. We can base your pre-approval on the next job. Just
Right.
like people relocating to Kansas City, we're basing it on their income coming here.
Yeah, that's a great example I use all the time is people move. How
Yeah.
do you think those people get houses?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, those are the big ones that kind of came to mind. But the big thing that I wanted to stress today is after you apply, let's say I am 2 or 3 weeks away from that money being in my bank account or that offer letter coming to me. Am I gonna have to reapply again?
You won't. The credit is good for 120 days for
Wow.
most of our investors.
Yeah.
There's a few that are only 90 days. But the purpose of starting now, I do update the letter every 30 days because sellers want to know that we're talking, right? That I didn't just write it and you disappeared and we never connected again. So I write those every 30 days. I expire them in 30 days just so we're keeping up. But we don't have to pull credit for 120 days.
No, we can monitor it, we can refresh it, so that way we're doing our due diligence as the lender. But as far as that inquiry that you were so worried about at the beginning of the process, that is months away.
4 months.
That's all I had for you today, Molly. Thank you so much.
Happy Monday.
Great week.